Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today we're going to be reviewing Straight Out of Nowhere, Scooby Doo Meets Courage the Cowardly Dog, a brand new crossover film from Warner Brothers in part of their Scooby Doo direct-to-video movie lineup. And wow, I really enjoyed this film. Seriously, I'm a huge fan of Courage the Cowardly Dog and also Scooby Doo, so to have a crossover film with these two universes colliding was just a treat to watch. Now, I will say a few things in this film that just don't feel completely like Courage the Cowardly Dog, but I still think the team did a great job with this film. The animation's really good. I think they captured the look of Nowhere really well. And I think they did a great job blending the two universes together. So this film opens up with Scooby Doo and the gang capturing the bank robber clown. And Scooby starts hearing some strange noises that make him act a little bit weird, and he just runs away and heads to Nowhere, where he meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. And of course the Mystery Inc. gang has to follow him, but I really like how they just left the bank robber clown just there, like, good luck, sorry, we have to do this, you know, and he just like leaves. It was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. All over the town of Nowhere are a bunch of cicadas. And these are a very creepy addition to this story. I really liked how, there's a lot of them, and they added a lot of great creepy elements to this film throughout it. And speaking of creepy, this film has a really good balance of that creepy and lighthearted world that we expect. And there's a lot of good supernatural elements within this film. Now, one of my favorite scenes in this film was early on when they first meet Muriel, Courage, and Eustace. And they're just having some cookies in the kitchen, and then a hairy beast arises from it, and it was hilarious watching Scooby-Doo and Courage try to stop that. It was a great scene, one of my favorites in this film. Now, some of the jokes in this movie I thought were pretty hilarious, and then others, maybe they should have just been cut. One of my favorite laughs that I did have in this film was that they brought back the bank robbing clown, and it's just like him getting hypnotized by the sound. I thought that was hilarious that they brought him back. He had all his money around him. I don't know why. I really laughed at that. Now, a scene that I didn't like in this film is with Eustace. Like I was saying with Hypnosis, the main villain, the cicada, the true mastermind, is using those signals to basically make people do what they want and give them riches, and they give them to the main property, and Eustace breaks out in a musical number, which I did not like. I almost turned it off for a second. This is my least favorite scene in the entire film. I was just like, why? It's like, yes, I know the film was called Straight Out of Nowhere, but I did not really expect that to be taken literally throughout this film. Seriously, that was like one of the worst scenes in the entire movie, and probably the history of these direct-to-video movies. There's like, just no, never do that again. It's like, yes, at the end, they break out in a musical number and dance. Still didn't enjoy that, but it wasn't as bad as this one. Now, another weird thing I had with this movie was how they tried to explain what was going on in Nowhere. And I just didn't know if that was a good addition to this film. And it also gave way to another really awkward and weird scene in this film, and that involves Courage's computer, which I really like that they brought that back. It's a great reference, but that it has connection, it's connected to Velma's tablet, and there's a weird romantic scene between, yeah, you see what I mean? Why? I don't get that scene. And it's like, why? So apparently after doing that creepy research with a computer and a tablet, it's discovered that there's a meteor in the town of Nowhere that causes all the weird things to happen. And they basically have to try to get that, and then the cicadas want it, and that's how the film, and there's a giant battle with Courage and the cicada. And I thought that was a really great battle scene. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, it was a great mystery to this film, by the way, too, and I really enjoyed watching these two worlds collide. Now, one of the things with this film that I thought was really good was that they didn't make Velma too much of a skeptic, it seemed, in this film. Because this is some weird stuff happening. It's like okay, water's going up, these weird creatures coming out. But I also really liked how they blended the two at the end, where you still get the unmasking. You know, they unmasked the cicada creature. It was the mayor, but then the mayor's really cats and LeQuack, which are Courage the Cowardly Dog villains, which I thought was a great addition to it. And then them trying to pull off that mask. Of course, it doesn't come off. And them just like, wow, you must use some really good glue or something. So it's just them kind of ignoring, in a way, that these are real creatures. And I like how they come up with explanations for it. Like, it's a puppet for LeQuack. That was really cool. But yes, this is a very weird world that Scooby Doo and the Mystery King has entered. But I think it blended really well with the world of Courage the Cowardly Dog. They did a really good job with the animation. They captured how Courage the Cowardly Dog had all those expressions to it. And I really liked the references to both the shows. And it just felt like a really good, hour and 15 minutes of both of these shows. And I really enjoyed that. There's some things that I felt were really, really bad. But those moments don't take away from the joy I had when I watched this film. There's some great moments in it. And just, it's great to see more Courage the Cowardly Dog. I wish that Warner Brothers did something with it in the future, because I definitely think this is a really good world that they can explore. And this crossover did a lot better than I ever thought it could be. And they definitely did a great job blending the weird and wacky world of Nowhere with the mystery-solving world of Scooby Doo. So if you've seen Straight Outta Nowhere, Scooby Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.